dear children. So we saw about the drum cultivation, that is the shifting cultivation, or even we may call it as a slash and burn cultivation. So the people used to involve in the slash and burn cultivation, they will be keep on moving from one place to another place because they have to shift their cultivating activities. Okay, so one place they used to clear, they used to burn, they used to do the the cultivation, and after that again they'll leave that land for the they'll leave that land as a fallow land. That means it will not be used for the cultivating activities for the few days, and they'll be moving to the another land. Okay, and later we can see the people were involved even in the hunters and the gatherers, that is the people involved in the hunting and gathering activities also. So as we know, tribals, the main activities of the tribals will be of course hunting. Okay, so the next category of the people were involved in the animal hunting and the gathering. Okay, see here, many tribal groups live by hunting animals and gathering forest produce. So for example, like a forest, they'll be getting a or like a honey and some other the precious the things which they'll get it in the forest. So that products they used to gather and they used to go for hunting. So what they used to do, with a group of people, they used to go for a hunting, and then once they come back, they used to divide whatever the meat they used to get. Okay, like that they used to go for hunting. See here, saw forests as essential for survival. So this people thought the forest is one of the essential thing or essential as a for their survival, just to lead their life, to live. The forest is very much important. They believe that so much essential, the forest is very much important to lead their life or for their survival, because they entirely depending on the hunting and the gathering. Okay, see here, so this people, we can see there are different group of people, and as we have seen, who are the tribals, the people will be all over, they'll be in a different places of India. Same here, what happens, we can see in the Chota Nagpur or in Odisha, some other different places. So the name for them will be different from place to place. Okay, see here, the cons of Odisha. So here what happens, a few people, they who were involved in the hunting and the gathering activities, one set of people, that is the cons of Odisha. They belong to Odisha, and what they used to do, went out on collective hunts. So together, collective means a group of people, so they'll go for a hunting together, many people together, they'll go for a hunting, and later divided the meat among themselves. So once they come back from this the hunting, so whatever the overall meat they used to get, they used to divide that meat among themselves. Okay, and then ate fruits and roots. So what they used to consume, they used to have the fruits and the roots of the the vegetables or something like that, the roots they used to do, and cooked food with the oil extracted from the seeds of sal and just a minute, sal and mawa. So here sal is a kind of tree and mawa is a kind of the plant where they used to get some kind of drinks. Okay, so here you people are understanding right now, children. So we have already seen the people who were involved in the shifting cultivation. So that is one set of category, and the one more category is this people, the hunting and the gathering people. So how they used to lead their life, so they'll go for hunting, so only the things which they'll get from the hunting, through that they used to lead their life. Okay, so what they used to do, they go with the collectively together, they used to go for hunting, and whatever the meat they used to get out of that hunting, they used to divide among themselves, and they used to eat more and more fruits and even the roots, and they used to cook the food with the oil which is extracted from the seeds of sal and mawa. Okay, and the next thing, using the flowers. So how they used to use these flowers? So even they need something for their life, like a medicines and other things. As a no children, so used many forest shrubs and herbs for medical purposes. So these people were using, these tribes were using many forest shrubs and even the herbs, the leaves, the flowers, roots, everything for the medical purposes also. They were using the shrubs and the forest herbs for medical purposes, and sold forest produce in the local market. So whatever the forest produce they used to get in the forest, that is what the gatherings. So what they used to gather the things from the forest, so that they used to sell in the local markets to the traders. Okay, and then provided kusum and the polished flowers to color clothes and the leather. So for the local, the workers, local traders, local, the weavers, so what they used to do, they used to send some different kinds of flowers for the coloring of the cloth and even the leather. So which are those two kinds of flowers? That is kusum and even the palash. Okay, so hope you guys are understanding, no children. So we are understanding that the people, they used to lead their life only through their hunting and the gathering. So they'll go for hunting to lead their life, and the gatherings, whatever they used to get, they used to sell it in the local market. Okay, so they use some forest herbs and shrubs and all those things for the medical purposes also. Yes, and the next thing we are going to see about getting grain supply. So how they used to get the grain supply? See here, exchange goods in return of valuable forest products. So what they used to do, they will not be, they will not be spending much money to the products to purchase. So what they used to do, they used to exchange the goods in return of the valuable forest products. So whatever the goods they want, they'll take it, and in return they used to give the the valuable forest products. So whatever the gathering they'll get in the forest, bought goods with the small amount of earning they had. So as we have seen already, the forest gatherings, like the flowers, they used to sell it to the traders. So with that, the small earnings, they used to purchase the goods for their necessary things. Okay, and did odd jobs in the villages. So they used to involve even in some kind of odd jobs to lead their lives, and then labored in the fields of the peasants and the farmers. So they used to go for as a laborers. They used to work even as a laborers in the fields of peasants and the farmers. So that is in the agricultural fields. They used to work also, and wandered around in search of work as laborers. So they used to wander around in search of the work as a laborer. So they were even ready to work as a laborers also. Hope you guys are understanding the concept, no children. If any doubt, please let me know. I am there to help you out. Okay, so we guys understood about, we understood about the shifting cultivation, and next thing we understood about the hunters and the gatherers, how their life used to go on. And the next thing we are going to see about the trade and the tribals. So here trade is doesn't, so what do you mean by trade, children, according to you people? As we have studied, buying and selling activity is known as a trade. Yes or no? Buying and selling activity is known as trade. Yes or no? Yes. So here these people are not involved in that kind of buying of the goods not produced in the some kind of the different places, and they will be selling it for the higher prices. Not that kind of trade. Okay, see here, this people, the trade means buying goods not produced in the locality. Traders sold goods at the higher rates, often meant borrowing money from the money lenders, charged high rate of interest that led to the misery of the tribals. So finally what happens here, these people, as we know that they'll not be having the much money or income with them, so that is the reason what they used to do, they used to borrow money from the money lenders. So for example, in a particular village, now we call it as a finances. Okay, like a money lenders, they used to take the money, but what happens that time, the money lenders charge more and more interest. So finally what happened, it is very difficult for this people to repay the amount. Yes or no? So finally that will be the misery of this tribals. Okay, and the next, the category, so we have seen the shifting cultivators, that is the jump cultivators, and the next we have seen about, yes, the hunters and the gatherers. Next we are seeing about animal herders. So the animal herders are the animal rearers. So even we call them as a pastoralists. So that is what, as I told you, people, you will be studying in detail about this people in your 9th standard history. Okay, that is the very depth chapter, how their lifestyle used to be and all those things. The pastoralists who moved with their herds of cattle or sheep according to the seasons. So they have to rear those animals. Yes or no? So they have to herd those animals. So what they used to do, they will be moving from one place to another place based on the seasons. Okay, in which season, which are the places they will be getting more, the feed. So they used to move. So that is what they are telling them. They even known as a pastoralists. See here, the the Lambadis of Andhra, guys, remember this is very much important. The Lambadis of Andhra and the one Gujars of Punjab were the cattle herders. So here you have to remember these two category are cattle herders. One, it is the Lambadis of Andhra, and the one more, it is the Gujars. The one Gujars of Punjab were the cattle herders, and the Bakarwals of Kashmir reared the goats. Here even we call it as a Gujar Bakarwals. Okay, Bakarwals of Kashmir reared the goats. Here we have seen the cattle rearer and the goat rearers also. Okay, children, you people are understanding the concepts, right? So here, as we have seen, shifting cultivation, and then hunters and the gatherers, and then we saw about who? Yes, the herders, the animal herders. Okay, so here you have to remember what do you mean by shifting cultivation, how it used to work. And then the next thing you have to remember about the hunters and the gatherings. So how they used to lead their life. So hunters and gatherers, they used to go to the forest, and they used to do the hunting. They used to collect the gatherings from the forest, and they use the forest herbs and shrubs for the medical purposes also. And then whatever the the forest gathering, they used to sell in the local market also. Okay, the flowers like kusum and all, they used to sell it for the coloring of the the cloths and even the leather. So that is all about the gatherers. And the next we have seen about this animal herders. So what they the trading also we have seen. So trading, it is very difficult for the tribals because they used to get the money from the money lenders, so with a high rate of interest. And then we have seen about the animal herders. So animal herders, the different kinds of the cattle herders are there, and then the goat herders are there. So the Bakarwals of Kashmir are the those people used to rear the goats. Okay, Hope you guys understood. No children. If any doubts, let